Welcome back to the Professionally Hot Podcast. It's not like Kenneth and I have been talking on FaceTime for an entire hour before we even hit record. Hi, Kenzie. So good to see you.
Hi. Do I sound better right now? Do I sound more clear?
It's so good to hear you.
We have like hanging mics. We're so professional. It's
like
crazy.
you can move that around. You know what I mean? Like, Are you an ASMR artist now?
Did you say ASMR artist?
Yes.
I love that. I've never heard that.
I didn't make that up. That's the thing.
I've literally never heard that, but I love that.
Well, that's you now.
That's me. Yeah, I was actually gonna do an ASMR Twitch stream. Because why not?
I will not be there because that actually makes me want to take off my own skin, but I support you.
I don't like ASMR either, but I like doing it. Like I feel like I'm really good at whispering.
Okay, then we have to mention this because I have to plug this right now. Mm-hmm. Is it on YouTube? Is you and Astra's ASMR on YouTube?
I just made my friend watch it. And she was like, I don't know how this hasn't been banned because I'm literally sucking on a dildo in it.
Just a little bit.
Just a lot.
Go on YouTube. Don't report it. And please do watch Ken's and Astra's ASMR video. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Like it's actually
my
hysterical.
YouTube is Kenzie Vlogs X. And then if you go to the last video, it's right there. It's got 2,000 views on it.
It's so funny. Most of those are mine.
Yeah, same. Okay, tell us what we're talking about today, Miss Ashley T.
Yeah, you know what? I will, because over the course of now 2 seasons, what episode are we now?
8.
Episode 8. 2 seasons into 8 episodes of the next season. And you know what we haven't done is we've alluded to so many things, but we actually haven't told you what the hell we do in our jobs. Like I think we did a whole like day in the life of it, but we didn't even like we never get into specifics, you know. We just we do our job, and people out there being like
they're like, what is the job?
What on earth? And, other than our subscribers, shout out to y'all. Like the rest of you are out there being like, I don't know. I don't that. So we're gonna do this is part 1 of 3, by the way. So strap the fuck in. But we're gonna do an episode today called The Good of Content Creation. And we're actually gonna tell you what the hell we do.
Yeah. It's a real job. We actually do things.
We do
sometimes
things. Yeah. But that's like we've stopped there this whole time. We've been like, we do things, and then we just like don't explain like what the hell we do. And you and I have very different content styles as well. Like and like, you know, you offer customs.
We're both
I don't like
professionally hot in different ways.
We are. And I think it will be cool to like actually run through like you and I both had a content day today before podcast,
well, I think we were talking about it last time, and I think we both need to still switch our content days when we're together. You can wake me up and then I'll make you sleep in. And you have to do all of my things in the afternoon, and I have to do all your things in the morning.
I would just hate it with my eyes open. You would hate mine.
No, I would make
you to the gym at 6 a.m. You'd be like, I that's it, friendship over.
Yeah, but then we just go to the gym together because it's something I would do if I was with you. So I'll just add it to my list. But then we'll just go back to bed after we get home.
No,
it's a nap.
Actually, no nap. You actually don't nap. You just launch straight into work.
Ashley T, you really.
Different. All right. Then I have a question for you. What I would say, what is the most common video that you make? Like if you had to pick like this is sort of my go-to, what does that entail?
I like making joys. For those that don't know,
ooh, I never
jerk off instructions, because I don't really have to do anything. Like it's really the least work. And I just will write out a script beforehand and be like, oh my God, do you love that? But I had one person tell me one time that they're like, I don't want to buy a joy. I know how to jerk off. I was like, you know what?
Well, I know how to tell you how to do it better. So,
but also like, I was like,
that's
you
so
do
funny,
know your body pretty well. I feel like you're not wrong there. Like anyone that needs an extra like instruction set. I don't know.
Like, look, I know you. It's like, I know you've been doing this for a minute, but have you considered shaking it up a little? You ever want to? You want to change up the routine? Let me know. Have you considered?
I thought you were just gonna say, have you considered shaking it?
Just no, side to side. Helicopter. New.
Have you considered
that's for
shaking
free, by the way.
it? I'm gonna start doing jerk off instructions like that.
Oh man. And you know what? I can't do those. I can't do those at all. I can't keep a straight face. Like this has been the only I always call them JOIs, but the only I mean, like, I'm not the fucking authority here. I don't fucking make them. The only the only joy I ever did was like a very sarcastic one where I started off by saying like, oh yeah, like, you know, you're in the mood, like let me like walk you through it, like whatever. And then I went to my fridge and just like did like a cooking tutorial instead.
That is so funny.
Yeah,
It
and
would
that
have
was the
been
only one I ever
also
did.
better if you were like, let me walk you through it, and then you just ignore them.
Let me walk you through it. Silence. Nothing.
That
The
is
answer
so
is
Ashley
don't.
T coded.
Yeah. Yeah.
The answer is no.
The answer is don't do that. That's gross. What are you doing?
Let me walk you through it. I don't know what you're doing. Go touch your dick somewhere else.
I don't have a dick. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, like, why am I the instructor for this? That's actually
But
one
like,
thing
yeah,
I don't know how to do, and I've never really attempted. Like, I
what,
really
jacking
like
off?
cry. Yes, I've never jacked off a guy. I mean, like, yes, like that'll be like, you know, it'll be happening, but I'm not gonna like just like sit there and like
to
they can do
completion.
that. Yeah, like they can do that themselves.
You're just lending a helping hand.
I don't.
Literally.
I'm tired.
Yeah, true.
You
It's
know
like, bro,
what?
you can do this on your own time.
I'd rather give a sloppy toppy. Okay,
Hmm.
just saying.
But a sloppy toppy for a video, and I mean, this is solo. Like we're talking
Mhm.
solo content here. You
Yeah,
know what I
this
mean?
is
Like
not
even a
boy
sloppy
girl
toppy
girl
is like
girl.
more work, I guess, on your end than just talking.
Yeah,
Even though just
100%.
talking on my end sounds like a fucking nightmare. Seriously.
I know. It's because I have scripts already written out for the most part that like it really is the least amount of work that I will have to put in. So doing joys is just the easy route, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's like my go-to if I'm
Your
gonna like
go-to.
if I need like an idea or something to make. It's like because you can do it findom wise, you can do it submissive,
Yeah.
easy girlfriend kind of vibes or whatever. Like, oh my god, you haven't been home in so long. The guys love the you've been at work and I'm just home alone and I can't wait for you to get
And
here.
I'm gonna like
So
tell you what to, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the go-to.
How
What
long
about
does it
yours?
usually take? Like, how long does it usually take you to, like, how long is a video usually that you sell?
I have a Excel spreadsheet with all my videos in it, and I actually have all the times. I've been like organizing the fuck
Now
out of
that's
my
professionally hot,
content.
actually.
It's so professionally hot. I'll
That's
show
very
you it later
professionally
because
hot.
you'll jizz.
I would.
But I have my little like it says, you know, 1 to 5 minutes is $12 to $17 kind of thing. So I
Okay.
always just go back to that. But like most of the time, if I'm doing just like a video for myself, it'll be anywhere from like 2 to 8 minutes. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really
That's
gonna
standard.
make more than that. And also, I know how
like,
to make
they don't need
myself.
it. No, they don't need
No,
to
they're
do that
not.
for that long.
Yeah,
That's
like who needs a
chafing territory.
17 mini minute video? Like
Mm-mm.
that's I don't know. That's so
No, that's mean.
yeah. That's just too long. So
No, it's
yeah,
just too long.
that's my
Oh,
my
cool.
go-to
Nice.
times. What about what's your go-to video and what's your go-to time limit? Because you're doing shit a lot differently
Yeah,
than I would.
different shit. I mean, like, I obviously do a wider variety of things at this point. But I would say even like it kind of hinges off of my tease years in MFC that
Mm-hmm.
transferred over into OnlyFans. But like my biggest go to is like a titty tease. It's no
Yeah.
nipples. It's like pulling at I'm not gonna do that right. I just was like, it's like this. No. You can see us now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's like pulling at a tank top or like lifting tank top or like
Yeah.
covering nipples with fingers kind of thing. Like usually between like 3 and 5 minutes, kind of same range as you. These ones are cheaper ones, like
Mm-hmm.
because they're easy for me to make, and like I'm so good at it at this point that like if I have no other ideas,
Yeah.
it's that. It's and they actually do sell pretty well. Like for anyone listening, tease content and like lewd content still does very, very well. Like people are still
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. I just did a
Um
little bath video the other day, and it's just like I'm not even like doing anything. It's just like chilling in the bathtub, and those are the easiest videos, and people still
yeah.
want them. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to be doing a whole thing. I feel like putting so much, and it's the same thing with cam. I don't know if it's the same thing for you, but when I was camming full time, anytime that I would put in an insane amount of effort, no fucking good outcome. But you know, when I didn't put any effort, I was like, that was the best night ever. Same thing with videos. The more effort I put in, the more it does not sell. But the ones that I'm like,
no,
fuck
straight
it,
up.
they're like, oh my God, this is the hottest thing I've ever seen.
No. That's actually funny because my recent foray, my recent direction on OnlyFans has been, and this was by accident, by the way. I'll walk you through this shit. But on Christmas Day, I got gifted Christmas jammies, and like these are atrocious, right? Like these are, you thinking like Christmas jammies, you know? And I just got in a feral mood, and I came upstairs in between doing stuff and just turned my camera on and went like sleepover party bonkers, you know,
Hell
like
yeah.
human zoomies bonkers. But I was just shaking my ass like furiously in these ridiculous Christmas jammy tights, you know. And I made a video of it, just Christmas ass jammies twerking, like no pulling the no ass, no pulling them down, no nudity, no order. People went bonkers for that shit. And my newest type of content is like sweatpants content.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of it's like a good niche for you. So
yeah, and people seem to be quite down. Like you said, like it's the days when you really go all out. You plan, you buy shit, you like set everything up. Like, and they like cam girls out there, y'all fucking are rolling your eyes. You know how it is, you know.
It's the authenticity.
Yeah. And the lack of expectation. Like it's that comfortability where you're like, nah, and then you make fucking money and you're like, the first thing you think is like, why do I bother? But the reality is like, oh, I'm actually doing something right by chilling.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that there's a lot to be said about the realness of posting content. Like, I mean, even when I'm like just like posting a picture of my face or something, it's funny when I started doing panties of the day, people started being like, can you please put your face in it? And I was like, oh
no.
No, like you're like, no. I just mean like because they want to also see me, you know. It's like it's not just like my fucking underwear. Like they want, you know, they're like, I want to see the girl behind it too, because they want realness. And like maybe I don't want to show that because like
you look fucking haggard on the top.
I'm like, I'm trying to take a picture of my butt because I just woke up, not my face. But you know, but I could also post that picture. But I could also post that picture and they'd be like, oh my God, you look so pretty without makeup. So it's the realness. It's just having a little bit more. And I've been seeing you yap on yours recently, and I love that.
That's been a whole new type of content for me. I would strongly recommend yapping. Like I've been posting videos to my OnlyFans feed of me just fucking spouting off about something, you know, just yapping. A lot of them are like, hey, good morning, hope you're having a great day. By the way, today I was thinking about that, and I just fucking like pop off, and it's been so great. A lot of engagement from that. Like people really want to things are shifting. Like you and I've talked about this, like things are shifting, you know, and people want to hear that shit.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't like my paragraph messages multiple times a day, because
I love those. I get those.
Yeah, and I'm trying to give people.
By the way, we're subscribed to each other.
I think that like messaging, like giving people prompts to like actually respond to, because a lot of people think that they're bothering you or that they're
they do.
You know, they don't. Yeah, and I'm like, you're not going to bother me. This is a platform to message me on. I'd rather have messages that I almost can't respond to because there's too many than like 3 where I'm like, well, that was boring.
Especially if they're so like really messages that have like substance.
Well, that's the thing, is when you give them prompts to respond to, it gives them an open space to talk about whatever you're talking about. I'm talking about with like 3 different people about video games that they're playing. I don't
Me too.
care, you know, but I'm also like,
but it's care.
Fun. Like there's there's levels to like the effort that, you know, you can give.
It's, you know what, like I feel like I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like the the PS5 vibe is starting to kind of like it's getting tired, you know. People are like a prompt being like, what's your favorite color, like, you know, that's for engagement, right? But when you actually put something out there, like video games is huge, like, hey, what are you playing lately? Or like you being like, yo, I've been shredding it in Crash Bandicoot again. Like, did anyone play that when they were young? Like, that's actually a conversation starter.
Exactly. And it's just cute. It doesn't have to be sexual. It's so just cute. Like, I'm actually just looking for chat, you know, and you're already paying, so you get that for free. I'm not going to make you pay extra to like chat with me about stuff that's, especially when it's non-sexual. If it's sexual, you have to tip.
and just
That's
ignore
just
them.
the vibe. Yeah.
What's
that too.
okay? So, what is your most expensive content? Like, what is your like cream of the crop?
Well, when I had boy girl videos, that was it. Like
Okay,
that
yeah, fair,
was like,
totally
and that was only
justified.
a couple. And sometimes I think
Mhm.
about like wanting to do some, but I also, I don't know, I go back and forth a lot because it's such a good money maker, but then also like you've also put that on the internet. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good and it's bad. It'll be for the next episode too.
Yes.
But for my solo videos, it's gonna be anything I'm using like a toy in. I think my biggest video is when I did No Nut November, and then it's
Mm.
literally just called Squirt.
Yeah.
And it's like $60. Like it's my most expensive
Yeah.
video because I already sell stuff, that's like videos like that, but I don't have any other videos where I'm making that type of soda.
Yes. Yeah. Like that type of soda.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Turning
I
yourself
made
into
that
a soda
one.
stream. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's my
That's your kind of
yeah.
like, it's either like boy
Hmm.
girl, which I mean, like that makes, I think that's especially for most like primarily solo artists, like collab content, especially if it's with male talent.
Hmm.
That's like, that'll be a higher ticket item because they're more rare and that like it seems to be pushing the envelope in some ways, you know?
Yeah, when I sold my boy girl
Yeah.
video, I think I made 6 to 7K just selling one video,
Just
so
off of that
it's
one. Yeah.
definitely worth it. But then,
Mm.
like I'm gonna save that for the next episode because it really does more go into the bad side to talk about the
Yeah.
boy girl and girl type of things.
Yeah.
But my girl videos are also, they're all $30. Like it's not going to be less than that.
Yeah.
And that's just because it's like what that's my
Yeah.
price that I've also established with the other creators that are in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense.
I know you sell yours, like especially if you're doing more non-nude stuff, then yours are a lot more
Yeah.
expensive, which I don't blame you. I think that's smart. But why don't you tell us about yours?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I know this is more than a little niche, but I think this is like, it's something important to bring up to, especially if there's other creators in there or are in here right now, like listening to this or whatever. So I do offer fully nude content, but I actually only offer it to people that have spent $1,000 or more on my page. I keep track of like a list because OnlyFans makes it kind of easy to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And when people have hit that threshold, then they get added to a list that I call the S tier. Because there's like A tier, B tier, but then the S tier is at the very top.
Mm-hmm.
It.
I like that.
But my structure, my framework has always been it's called like spend more to spend more.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you get a table at a club in Vegas, you don't get a discount on bottles, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like
You're paying.
you're paying more to pay more.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the marketing angle I've taken on these. So
Mm-hmm.
my fully nude videos, and sometimes these include like like not actually, I don't do any penetrative content. I don't feel like
Mm-hmm.
bleep penetrative out. I don't know. I think can we say penetration?
Penetration. This is our fucking
Penetration.
podcast.
We're allowed to
This is
say
our show,
penetration.
and we're allowed to
Yeah.
do what we want to do on here.
Yes. Yeah. No, I don't. I
Like
don't do penetration
penetrate,
content. Penetration.
sex,
Pussy.
fucking, dick,
Balls. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything
taint.
else. Gooch.
Gooch. I love a
Gooch.
good gooch.
Gooch. That's a terrible
Gooch.
fucking word. Oh my god.
No, it's so good. It's so fun to say gooch. Oh, what a
Gooch.
gooch.
What a gooch. Look at that gooch. No, I don't
Fucking
want to.
gooch.
Yeah, so my fully nude content, I sell those videos between like kind of the lowest pricing is like $150 a video, and then the
Yeah.
highest is like $300 a video. When I
Yeah.
because I didn't do it right, like I didn't do it for so long, and I only now kind of do it for like such a small audience that that I'm able to kind of keep those prices high.
Yeah.
And a part of me worried. I was like, it's gonna drop off, like that new factor. You know how this is. You push the envelope. You're like, this is the first
Mm-hmm.
time. You can only sell the first time
One
once.
time. Yeah.
And then it becomes something that is normal, and you start
Either
this
expected, normal, they want
yeah,
more. The first one wasn't
yeah,
enough. Yeah,
yeah.
it's really not the vibe.
But you know
I
what?
think
I've
I
kept
would
those
take
prices
your
high.
Yeah, well, I think that's what I would do if I was going to start doing boy girl. I think because of the like at the time, the recording stuff was so shit. Anyways, like it was a clear video, but like
Yeah.
compared to the iPhone shit today, I would definitely have higher quality content coming out with it, and I think that I would either be only selling it to people that spent a certain amount, or it would be like a $200 video because it's just not it should be some sort of exclusive kind of material if you don't do it often, and that's probably the best way to keep it going as like a new thing.
Well, and I mean,
and also only having one of them, I was just gonna say only having one video helps, like to be like, this is the only one I got, that's why I only have one squirt video, because it's the only one I got, so if you want it, you got to pay the amount.
And they never go on sale. You don't discount them at any point. And the thing is, I like to think about this in terms of champagne. Okay, like a bottle of Prosecco is like $20, and it's good. Like Prosecco's delicious, right? But a bottle of champagne is 90, 100, 150. Some of those go way up and above. Is there anything fundamentally different between the taste of a Prosecco, which I argue is better than champagne anyway?
I just was going to say that's Prosecco the difference, is that Prosecco's better.
Prosecco tastes better. But there's no difference. It's just that there are people that will spend more on something just because it costs more.
It's also psychology. It makes them feel good. Like I keep telling my brother, he makes art, and I keep telling him, you should just list one of your paintings for $800, see what happens. Like
put it for $1,000, right?
Like just someone's gonna buy it, someone's gonna see it and say, fuck, I want that $1,000 painting.
I want the special one, right? It can be pretty much the same as everything else, right? But like
it could be a blank canvas and someone will probably buy it.
And this may sound like, scummy in some ways, but you're like, you went out and you got yourself like a nice necklace that one time, like you got that nice necklace, like a brand necklace,
Dior.
You Dior. In no ways is it actually different than another necklace, but it made you
it's actually shittier because it's not even real gold.
There you go.
It's fake,
but it made you feel
gold.
good.
I love it. I'll wear it all the time. It's getting its use. Like I was like, I'm gonna spend $450 on a fucking bracelet because like why not? $650 on a necklace.
At the end of the day, if they offered something that made you feel good and they made good money off of it, like that's how I see things, right? Like also, all content is luxury. Nobody's gonna die if they don't get your JOI. You know what I mean?
They might. My JOIs are pretty fucking good.
Jack the prices up just for some things. Like just try it out, because someone will probably buy it, and if they don't, whatever.
Well, honestly, too, whenever I'm like pricing out videos and stuff, I'll put like a, I'll be like, it's not like the best video, and then I'll type out like a random like 14 or something. I'm like, I'm making these prices. It's $21, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
Why not?
So it's and people will buy it. Like if you believe that they'll buy it, it's the manifesting part. If you believe it, it will happen.
If you like, even if you can't stand by the quality necessarily, like, when I make a nude video and I offer it for like fucking $250, I'm like, a part of me is like, who the fuck am I? Right? Like, it's not like there's nothing fundamentally different than my $250 video and like, going on Twitter and finding someone that's like completely naked. It's just, I'm providing like an experience for someone. They don't have to do it if they don't want to, but if they want to because it makes them feel good, then I'm doing my job.
Well, you're also providing them like that's why they're, like they may not spend that money on other people, but like if you come with it and they want to see you do it, then it's a lot easier.
And there's nothing there's nothing inherently special about me as a person. I mean, there is, like, I'm a very special person, but at the same time,
don't you dare say that about my friend.
No, I know. But all I'm saying is, like, it doesn't, if you're like, oh, well, I've already been offering this for like, this price, and like, I couldn't do it. You could just try. Just fuck around and find out. You never know.
Yeah. And like worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work, you just lower your price.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you just do. I had a question and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I love that though.
Yeah. I think it was something about what is your first thing that you're doing in the morning? Are you answering DMs? Are you Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are you answering DMs? Are you sending out something first thing in the morning? Like, what's the vibe for your morning messages? I mean, I get them, so I see them, but I want the audience to know.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, on the daily, like the one thing that I want to do, actually like sit down and do daily is respond to messages. Like definitely Monday to Friday. Weekends, I usually depends. I'll either give myself the weekend off, or like if I have the time and I feel like it, I'll respond to messages weekends as well. But replying to messages. But I've actually been like batch creating content, and this is where we can get into like the fun, like, of making content when it is fun, right?
Yeah.
I've been batch creating my content so that I can just schedule everything in advance and not have to produce so often.
Yeah.
I just know that my feed, for the next 2-3 weeks is taking care of itself, and then I can focus on messages. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, that is. It's a smart way.
Yeah.
I think it actually might provide you from hitting extreme burnout too. Like you might be burnt out at the end of the day, but like your week is not going to be burnt out if you're not having to continuously make content every day and look at your body, which I think we'll be bringing up in the next 2 episodes for sure.
Oh, we got so much shit to say for sure.
We're really proud of our titles for these next 3 episodes, by the way.
We are.
Ashley
like,
T said it earlier, and we were like, hey, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, are you done?
Well, I am, but I have a question for you. So you go first because I don't have ADHD. So why don't you
before I forget?
Because I can actually retain.
Yeah, you can retain. I cannot.
Yeah,
it's about to leave. I'm going to say it now. I will answer DMs every day, but I think we have a difference in subscriber count and stuff. So I think that also like I don't need to not answer them. I don't have the like space right now to take off on the weekends, which is fair. And I think a lot of girls can also relate that like
also weekends are big, like engagement. Like people are also not working on the weekends. Like it's good it's good to be there on the weekends.
So I am responding to DMs in the morning and stuff, and then I'm also sending out like some sort of pay-per-view post or something free if I'm just like feeling it. But also, recently I've been redoing my whole entire profile, so I've made that Excel spreadsheet. I know what videos are on ManyVids. I know what's what on I Want Clips. I know what's on Fansly, OnlyFans, my second page. Like I have the list. I'm still going through it and like taking care of things. But for my OnlyFans, after deleting everything off of it, I've started to gain followers again or subscribers, because I wasn't before. I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to delete everything. I don't care if something has 100 likes on it. And also really nice for those people that are on OnlyFans and you're like, I want to redo my page, but I don't want to lose all my likes. They don't disappear if you delete the posts, which is really nice.
Oh, nice.
It still says
that is nice.
33K likes or whatever. And I was afraid that it was going to make my page look like I've never been on it,
Never. Yeah.
Like, it's good to know. I don't know why the likes matter to me. I think it's just the engagement of like being on social media and stuff, but it does stay there, which is very nice. And like I said, I've been getting more subscribers, refollowing everyone, and then sending out messages like every couple of days has been helpful. And just being like, hey, if you purchase this content, I will send a paid pay-per-view video or something and be like, if you unlock this, I will send you a free month. It's usually over $20 anyways, so I'm still making the amount that I would make. Yeah. So it really like doesn't, it's a nice game for me to play. But I'll also send out those long ass paragraphs or a voice note being like,
hey, I love them.
Talk to me about anything. Like I would like you to read out, if you wouldn't mind, what's your last message that you sent out, and I'll read mine if you're in the mood for it, I just got a tip.
From who? Shout him out.
We got a tip from Shiran. Shout out Shiran. I want to know what your last message to everyone was. What do they call it?
Mass message.
Yes, thank you.
Mass message. Yeah, mine just says no PPV today, just some love for you because you deserve it, and it was just like 2 short videos.
I love that. Mine is simple like that too. It just says, "Hi honey, good morning. How's your week going? I honestly thought it was the first today. I can't believe it's already April. LOL, sending you a little bathtub tease from the other night. Tip $3 to view." And it's just like easy shit, and like maybe someone will tip for it. Maybe they won't. But it's not any work off my back to like have a video from a bath I took the night before.
Yeah.
Plus, also, there's
Also,
something to
that
be
bath looked
said.
really nice.
It was really nice. I really needed it. I cleaned my entire bathtub before too, so it was like
It just looks so
extra,
good.
extra vibey. But there's also something to be said about like making. We said that are already that obviously when you don't put much effort into it, you probably will, make more, hopefully. But
Yeah.
also just like taking random clips and stuff like in the
Yeah.
bathtub or in the shower. I just saw Ash post on hers and she just had like some pictures of her in the shower, like washing her hair.
Oh my God, that's
Love it.
literally what I'm releasing today. I have a
Yeah,
shower
it's
video.
so cute. I can't do that because I look like a drowned wet
Oh no, I look like
dog.
it. I cropped
What am
my
I trying to
face
say?
out for most of it. A drowned
I look
rat?
like a drowned rat.
Rat.
Yes, that. But yeah, I think that's so cute, and it's just easy. Like you might as well
Yeah.
do shit like that. I'm trying
And
not to
people
post.
like it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they really do. It's the
Yeah.
it's the girlfriend experience. That's
It
what
is though.
really sells very well in my opinion, at least for
Yeah.
like our stuff. Like they
Yeah.
don't always want the hypersexualized like online vixen that does
Yeah.
all these things, and I think that's obviously like what really worked for you is that you
Yeah.
give off the girl next door vibes that you
Yeah.
will never have sex with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes the girl next door, you will have sex with her.
Sometimes
This
not
version,
this
it's just
one.
not happening.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, that is your niche. That's hot. Like
Yeah.
it really,
Yeah.
it
No, it
works.
works for me for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
What makes like a content shooting day fun for you? Like if you're setting aside the day to do a content day, like are there things you do like to make it enjoyable?
I've been smoking during the day a little bit regularly, and it's been like a nice, as long as I have like a good sativa to like make me feel, also not to look high, but just to like be
Be calm.
fun. Yeah, like just
Yeah.
chill out. I'm not like thinking about anything. I'm just like working. That's
Mhm.
nice. Also when I'm not ugly, like I know that sounds dumb, but when I'm not in my uh when I'm not fucking able to have a child, when I'm not in my
Yeah.
fertile window,
Yeah.
that's a great time to make content because I just heard this study that they took two pictures of women, one on their period, one they're not. They're uglier when they're on their fucking period.
No,
So
it's
I don't do.
even in the face. Like even
Yes, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. And I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make content during that time.
Yeah.
I would rather just like not have any money than have to look at that. But we'll
No,
bring
but
that
that's what
back
I'm
up
saying.
in the bad parts.
Well, you know what? I honestly think it can fit into the good parts though too, because cycle tracking. If you are a creator that menstruates, um, branching off of what Ken's just said and into sort of my
Here's my
whole
cycle
like,
tracking for you guys.
here is mine. Wait, actually, where am I right now?
Oh, my fertile window has ended, but my mission to practice safe sex continues.
Okay, you want to know fucking I was like today's a content shooting day. I'm going to listen to Ariana Grande. I'm going to put glitter body oil on. I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm down. What does this say? Prediction: day of ovulation. Is
Yeah,
anyone
sounds
surprised?
about
This
right.
is when I get old.
No.
But like I try not to, I mean like it happens anyway, right? Like
Yeah.
the body knows, but when I get that feeling, like when I get that, like I'm probably ovulating, this is all of the things that go along with ovulating. That's when I'll try to like literally and figuratively bang out like 5, 6, 7, 8 sets,
Yeah,
set
get
aside
it
the
while you're
entire
hot kind
day
of
to,
vibes.
yeah, exactly. And then when you're fucking haggard and nasty, you
Then
don't
you can sit
have
around
to
and
be
edit your
forcing yourself to.
content and be like,
Exactly.
I'm so hot, and then be
Yeah.
reminded that you're hot because you don't look like
Yeah.
the way you look right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, cycle tracking really helps.
Psycho tracking.
Psycho trackling. That's what helps. It really does. Yeah, and I think just like having a good playlist, like having a cute outfit.
Yes,
already
that's huge.
If the day before I made good money, I'm set to make content the next day because I'm like, oh yeah, people are gonna buy this shit.
This is like if we're talking about upward spiral, when you start to catch that, like, damn, that last video sold, or like, damn, I got like a ton of subscribers, like it really does feed into the energy. Like you feel like you're getting it back, and you just want to, like, again, literally and figuratively put out,
I always want to put out.
That makes one of us.
I'll do it for the both of us.
There we go. Perfect.
No,
But
it's true though.
That money validation is also massive, massive, massive.
Yeah,
To
you're like,
continue to create money, create
it's
content.
it's also just like a very helpful manifesting thing. Like you're believing that you can make money if you made money the day before. It's an easier process, and then even if the video doesn't sell, you're like, fuck it, at least I made content. Yeah. So I'll take it.
Well, I mean, on that note, though, I will say a big part of my like workflow these days is income tracking. Like I said, like I'm fucking, I'll preach it from the rooftops at this point, but like I have been using Notion, and I have a table in Notion where every morning, like right before I reply to DMs, I go into my like OnlyFans statements section where you can click and see like the breakdown. You can see how much you've made from subscriptions, from tips, from messages, and then I plug that in to like a little thing on my Notion, and it sits right beside my other tracker that shows me how many releases I've put out so far that month. So I'm seeing, that direct like correlation between like, hey, the more that I offer, the more money I make. And even if I'm not like necessarily looking at, I know, but like, I used to just look at like, you know how it is. You release a mass message, like an unlockable, and you just sit there fucking refreshing that shit. You're like, is this selling? Yeah. But we're less inclined to scroll down through it and see how much the ones from a month ago have sold. Cause like, they do.
No, I agree. I think it's smart. I did the same thing for my Excel spreadsheet. Is just like like letting myself know when the last time I sent out a video was, having the prices there and everything. It's just a lot easier. Work smarter, not harder,
Yeah, and just being able to really see every single day, like, this is how much I've done so far. This is how much I've made so far. Oh,
hell,
bonk!
I hurt myself.
Oh no, your poor leg. Seriously, what did you just smack into?
I fucking hit my foot on the side of my desk, and it's a sharp edge.
Ow! Ouch! Ow! Wow. You're welcome, YouTube.
Yeah,
you're welcome. That was free.
But the dog's out.
Some dogs are out.
Anyway. Did you know that song was about? Someone said that song was about letting ugly bitches out, and it's not. But like, when I heard that, I was like, "That's mean," and then I was like, "That doesn't make any sense."
Wait, what is it?
The dogs are the men in the club. Yeah, like who let the dogs out? Who let the fucking grimy men out? But someone was like, "It's for ugly bitches." I was like,
"No."
I don't think so, because the way that they're talking about the dogs doesn't sound like they're saying like ugly girls in the club. It sounds like they're saying like there are men in the club that will be a dog.
Like they're friends. Like, who let my friends into the club? Woof, 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 woof.
I actually have realized that I don't know the lyrics to that song, and I need to look it up right now, or else I will forget forever. Lyrics to Who Let the Dogs Out.
One of these days on the podcast. One of these days.
The party was nice.
Oh.
The party was nice. The party was pumping, and everyone's having a ball until the fellas started name calling, and the girls respond to the call. I heard a woman shout out, "Who let the dogs out?" So this is about.
So they are talking about the men.
Yeah. Last year in the dance, you had a ball. Called me Mealy Bug and Skeetle. Get back, Gruffy. Back Scruffy. Get back, you flea-infested mongrel. I've never heard.
Okay, can you please incorporate flea-infested mongrel into one of your Dom videos?
Yes.
I think that needs to make an appearance.
Yeah.
I can
Gotta
still
tell myself.
Wait, are you still reading the lyrics? Because I need to see.
Yeah, I have one more. Say a doggy is nutting if you don't have a bone. Gotta tell myself, hey man, a doggy is nutting. That's what it says.
If he ain't got a bone, I think you
don't have a bone.
But I think you need a bone to nut.
I agree. So
wait, hold on. Actual question. Can you nut if you don't have a boner?
You're blowing my mind right now. I can squirt without having an orgasm.
Really?
Yeah, it's happened once. And the guy was "Oh my God, that's crazy. It's never happened before." I was like, I didn't even come. Just
Wow,
pissed
I didn't think that
myself.
was like. I was gonna say, did you pee a little bit?
I literally got on the bed afterwards when we left the room. I was like, to make sure I didn't pee.
And this is why you listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
I'm Googling this though. Can
I bet there's someone that can
ejaculate without an erection?
It's gonna give you a bunch of porn.
Yes. A bone is not necessary for it.
Bone.
Just yeah. What's bone. The lyric?
A dog was nutting because he don't have a bone.
Yeah, you can actually. The dog can nut with no bone.
Guys, we had science lessons today, biology with Ashley T.
If you didn't if you didn't know that until right now, you have to leave a comment somewhere.
Yeah, I need you to I need you to try and nut without getting a boner.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have the facilities to try that,
don't send it to us though. We just want to know. So this is
but this is your next JOI. Your next JOI
homework.
Is... So here's the task. Here is the instruction. No boner.
And I'm just playing Who Let the Dogs Out in the background.
And you sell it for $200 because it's the first one you've ever done.
And I'm dressed like a furry.
No!
Who let the dogs out? Me. I'm the dog. When I say I got that dog in me, I'm talking about the dogs in the song.
I'm talking about my furry suit.
Someone the other day said that when a guy is like, I'm an alpha, you should say, is that a furry thing?
Okay, I am obsessed with Kyle Prue. Like, I cannot get enough of him.
So fucking funny.
He is for the girls. Funny. I love the shit out of him. And that, like, if a guy says he's an alpha, I'd be like, oh, is that like that's like a furry thing? That's the
one of the one of the comments was like, I've heard that's a really expensive hobby.
You know what though? It actually is.
It is. It's so expensive. It's cosplaying. They're
yeah, but like to the
it's so expensive.
Yeah, but to the fucking extreme, bro. I can buy a cosplay on the internet for like $30, right? But like, okay, segue. Side quest story. I went to a music festival this past year, okay? And for some fucking reason, the furries were out. No idea why. There was furries there. And it was literally 45 degrees Celsius outside. Don't know what that is in American.
They're smart, though.
Boy, like 100 degrees American.
Yeah, it's very hot.
And one of my friends was like, oh my God, they must be melting inside. And I was like, no. They have air conditioning units on the inside. Yeah. Like these suits are like $5,000.
I know, it's fucking insane. I keep telling Andy that he should buy one.
Oh my God, he should.
Because we have jokes about being furries, and sometimes we'll be at a movie and he'll be like, "What if I was just sleeping next to you and my eyes? I was wearing my furry suit and I was slow blinking at you." And I'm like, that'd be really scary. And I'm scared of the fur. It's not the furry outfits. It's not being a furry. I could care less what you want to do.
Yeah,
go do it. It's whatever. It's the eyes. They freak me out. They're too much.
More or less soulless. They're quite terrifying.
That is a like sleep paralysis demon. That's what I would assume would be in the corner of my room. Just like a giant wolf.
Like, you know that I like one of my hobbies is kink shaming. Like, I love to like make fun of people for their kinks, but I have almost nothing to say about furries because like they're so dedicated to the craft. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to you?
And also, what a great disguise. No one will ever know who the fuck you are in that. Like, you could actually probably get away with murder and then just like sell your suit.
Has there ever been like a furry serial killer?
I will tell you.
We need to know this. True crime.
Murder. Furry community shocked after gory triple murder.
I see.
But I think it's furries that were murdered. Grim murder scene described in California furry murder case.
What was it, like furry on furry crime or? I gotta know.
I'm just imagining two furries like fucking killers and victims in California triple murder were furries.
All of them. No, but the murdered.
Those are that's the face of a killer.
That is.
This is the face of a killer, Bella. At least
Oh
4
my
people
God.
involved in a California triple murder are members of the local furry community, meaning they attend group events dressed in elaborate animal costumes. Police found the bodies of
Elaborate.
Jennifer Yost, 39, her 34-year-old husband Christopher Yost, and their friend Arthur Boucher, 28, at the Yost home.
But was it a
furries
furry
did
that
it.
killed them?
They're part of the furry. Yeah, they're.
Oh my God. So it
They're
was furry
saying
on furry
there's a
murder.
17-year-old girl.
Oh, that's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's terrible.
Sorry, that took a dark turn, guys.
Sorry, furries. But most of them seem quite sweet, actually, and not murderous.
I've never talked to one. I only saw that one episode of 1,000 Ways to Die, where they all went to the forest and they were fucking each other in their furry costumes, and then one guy got too high and he fucked a real bear and he died.
Because we have to make a clear line. We have to make a clear line between furries and bestiality.
yeah, we're not.
Because that guy
saying
fucked
that
up.
The same thing. Yeah, that guy was fucked up.
That guy.
That guy's dead now.
He left the plot. All right, there was a plot, and he was like, no, and then.
Do Canadians have 1,000 Ways to Die?
I think so. I don't know if there's like a Canadian 1,000 Ways to Die.
No, I just mean like, did you guys have access to that?
Oh, I was like, I don't know, death by maple syrup? Like, oh, no. But there was this one time, and it was in Nova Scotia, that there was a molasses incident. A molasses plant exploded, and molasses flowed down the streets of this town, and a bunch of people died because scary. Molasses happened.
Yeah,
I know, terrifying.
That's horrifying. That would be
that is Canadian dumb ways to die.
Okay, well, that's not what I was asking.
Okay, that's... anyway,
in your country, do you have access to the TV show?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
In your third world country, in Canada,
in the faraway, magical, mysterious land that does not exist. You know, our money actually does smell like maple syrup, though.
The whole entire fucking country just reeks maple syrup.
We do.
Mm-hmm. But I love it.
This has nothing to do with content creation.
Unless we're putting maple syrup all over ourselves. How come you haven't done that?
No, I have done that. That was one of them. Honestly, talking about elaborate, thankfully this was well sponsored, because maple syrup is not fucking cheap. All right. And we're not, this is no Aunt Jemima situation. I am a Canadian. That is a crime. Here it's a federal offense. Actually, you'll go to prison forever if you use Aunt Jemima. No, it was for Canada Day. And I painted the Canada flag on my titties, and then I poured maple syrup on my ass.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm not exactly like patriotic. It was just hot. Really sticky though, and expensive. Maple syrup's not. That was expensive. I'm not doing.
Were you in your bathtub?
No, I laid like a tarp down on my floor.
Okay, that's smart. I was gonna say, I don't know if maple syrup going down your bathtub.
Still though, we talk about glitter oil shows. Imagine maple syrup. Good Lord. Talking about content creation, that shit ain't happening again. Glitter oil shows, beautiful.
That's the bad.
That they're so pretty, but like,
you know what though? Not if you don't have the right type of glitter. I had this like body glitter that was like pretty fucking, and it was so pigmented, and it just like when you wipe it on yourself, it just looks like dirt. You know, it's not sparkly enough to like give that glitter vibe.
Oh, no,
I actually brought it when we did that lesbian Olympics with my ex-girlfriend in Astra.
Oh yeah, I remember
and
that.
We were wiping, and it was just, it's so like, I don't know, it's like a bath bomb in a package, and it's just like, it's just dirt kind of vibes. I don't know. It's not. So you need like good glitter.
Speaking about like lesbian Olympics, let's throw it back to camming. What was your like most fun like girl like show time, like collaborative? Because like there's been some pretty like hilarious things that go down when you're with another creator. What makes a collaboration show fun?
You know, I'm gonna say that like my most fun shows have always been with you. I think that like because we're so far away, that like those shows were always like a build up kind of vibe, and they were just like it was easy to like go find fun things to do. Like when we dressed like clowns, like
there was so much fun.
Yeah, there was no like strain put on it, and like what we had to do camming. And I think all the other shows that I've had were very like strained. Like it was always like, okay, we have to do this, and you know, like I told you about that one girl that just wouldn't be ready until like 4 a.m, and it's like so much more to rely on another person, especially if their times are different. Like I was always down to just get on cam whenever you were getting on cam. It didn't like matter to me. But when I was friends with another girl, like her camming times was like 10 o'clock at night, and you know, that was nice for when I was logging on by myself, but not when you're trying to do like a group show or something.
No.
Yeah, you're obviously in La
Yeah.
La Land. But I
Yeah, no, I'm
think that
sleeping.
yeah, and like the one girl show that I did that was like so that I made a lot of money at was exhausting. Like it was so
Oh,
difficult to do, and I'm really thankful that she asked me to come out and do that. Shout out Molly,
yeah.
who also has a good podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But I just like I'm not built for that. Like people
Yeah.
were asking while I was
Some
on
of
cam
those
with her,
girls, they'd
like,
be built
why does she,
different.
yeah, and they were like, why does she look so sad? I'm like, because I'm exhausted. We've been camming for 4 hours and I'm on my knees. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. This is not the kind of cam model I am. I'm not going for
Yeah.
number one, you know. And she was going
Yeah.
for number one, so it was just a lot more effort, and I like really appreciate that experience. But I would rather have like the fun, like let's do Jaeger shots and get the maple syrup out, you know? Like if we're
Yeah.
not leaving your
Yeah.
room a mess by the morning, did we really have a good time
Did we really?
anyways?
Yeah. Yeah. That those
So
and
yeah.
those shows, like, I've only really ever like collaborated or done like, collab shows. The kids say collab these days. Collab. It's like
That's
girl,
weird.
girl. Who's your girl, girl? All right.
It's
We had
collab.
terminology already. Also, it's
Yeah.
collab. Yeah, it's collab.
You can
Um,
just yeah, like there's no reason to do the
like
co.
collaboration. It's
We
not
know that it's
collab. Yeah.
collaboration.
Yeah.
The co is not necessary. We know we're together.
But like the ones that I would do with you guys were just like so much fun. Like
Mm-hmm.
like even if we made less money together than we would have made alone, it was just such a blast. Like,
Yeah,
um, it is harder to work with someone else, like especially when you're used to running
definitely.
your own show. But like there's fun parts about it that like, yeah,
Yeah.
doing a girl cam show is one thing. Creating content together, I mean, fuck, you and I we just don't we get together and
We
then we
had
chill too hard.
one video
Oh,
and you
fuck.
fucking lost it because you're
I
the worst
deleted it.
person. No,
And it was so
camera problems.
beautiful.
It was so good, and you know how I know that is because I have that other pink video that I still sell. It's my pink bath with the pink wig on, and it's so pretty. And I'm like, I need to make another video like this because it was
Let's
just so
just redo
beautiful.
it.
Well, we have so many pictures from
I
that thing, but we
know,
should
so
definitely redo
pretty.
it this
Let's just redo
July.
it. I have a
I'm
bigger
down.
bathtub now.
Yeah, I'm so down.
Yeah.
We can put
Yeah.
like flowers in her hair and stuff,
Yeah.
or maybe bows or something cute.
I think like for me, like a good, just to kind of sum it up, to bring out good vibes, because content creation is not always fun, and when it's your job, especially when it's your job to be sexual, it can kind of feel like pulling teeth sometimes. But
Yeah.
like you said, cycle tracking, if you menstruate, making sure that you're creating content during a time where you are more like just inherently fucking horny is
Yeah, I'm
good.
motivated. Like,
And
yeah.
motivated, right? You got that like dog in you. And then like I have a special perfume. Like I have one perfume that I only wear when I'm shooting
Mm-hmm.
content. And like
Yeah.
I have this like kind of expensive like body oil glitter that like I only wear when I'm making content. Like I try to make it special. Like in a way you have to consider like foreplay for yourself, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, like
Yeah.
you have to be into it. You have to kind of enjoy yourself. And I don't think,
Yes.
especially for seasoned creators, I don't think we give ourselves enough time to like wait, we don't give ourselves enough time to get in the fucking mood.
No, I agree. I think it's the like when you're in a relationship and you obviously need like not bits, but like you need motivation to want to be with your partner, and that's not just like
Yeah.
a butt grab. Like there's different types of intimacy and stuff, and you have to like
No.
be able to provide that for yourself too
Yeah.
when you have to work. Like
Yeah.
and that's putting on your favorite perfume. That's maybe pouring
Mhm.
yourself a little glass of little
Oh my
mimosa
god.
or something.
Like
That's the
content creation day,
intimacy.
a glass of champagne? Like,
Yeah.
girl, now
We
we're
need to do
talking,
that.
right?
Yeah, we
Like
need to do
that's
that
fun.
our fancy day together because we've had a
Yeah,
couple
like
of
that's
them and
fun.
they're always a good time,
That's a good
and
time.
it just like brings out the best in both of us, and then you're just pretty for the rest of the day because
Yeah.
you work 2 hours and then we can
Yeah.
go get
Like
espresso martinis.
exactly. Or I make espresso martinis because I make a mean
That's yeah,
espresso martini actually.
yeah,
I
that
do.
too.
Yeah.
Recently I've been putting creamer in my espresso martinis, like a nice like sweet cream, like the
Oh
the one
my
that you guys have
god.
in the little box.
Yeah.
A little bit of that with a fucking spinner guy, like the little mixer thing that make it
Yeah.
kind of
I have a milk
frothy.
frother.
So good.
So
So
that's a
good.
nice, like, as far as making content goes, that's that in my mind, that's how I do it on a good
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Like I take care of myself. I try to like listen to the right music, get in the right vibe, clear out my schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and just send it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm writing down things because I am thinking about stuff for our next couple episodes, and I'm not going to say it on here because you guys don't need to know yet, but I have ideas, so I'm writing them down because I will forget them. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it today. We almost hit our full hour. And is there anything else that you would like to say about the good for your content creating? I think you're doing a pretty good job right now with like no burnout and getting shit done, and you know.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is that on the content shooting days, don't take breaks to edit. Don't. Just stop shooting and launch into the next one, because editing, I'm like, I'm just gonna take a break and edit this. That takes forever. Like, no, capitalize on the hot girl energy, you know. Just pump out, like, good, next set. Just keep going. Yeah.
Don't waste a good makeup day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
And on the days that you feel like you don't look good, don't do it. Like, you'll be happier if you take
that's why batch creating content is huge. Like, because then you are like, holy fuck, I can't shoot content today. I'm actually scheduled up for the next 2 weeks. I'm good to go. Yeah. It's
smart.
It can be fun. Smart lady. And it is still fun sometimes. You just have to be a little bit smart about making it fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, ma'am.
Well, Kenneth.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think so. My brain is fried.
Oh, good. Mine too.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was a content creation day for both of us, so.
I'm going to a museum tonight to go see a Barbie exhibit. It's for the girls.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Let me just teleport real quick.
What? Okay, come into my bathroom.
Yeah, we have a portal potty, by the way. We teleport to one another via the bathroom.
Portal potty.
No further questions.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, shut up.
All right, Kenneth. Well, in that case, thank you so much for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this version of the good side of creating content and discovering that a man can ejaculate without interaction, and that sometimes furries kill each other.
Yeah, and I actually have to go because I have to pee, so that's the main reason that we're
go piss, girl.
I will. Ashley T, fucking shameless self promo our shit.
You can find us now on the Professionally Hot Milkshake, which will leave you a nice little breadcrumb trail to Kenzie and my content, all of our links, but also how to follow us on socials, because we are now posting cheeky little clips from the podcast.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Like cool people are. Kenz, can you remind me of what the milkshake link is? Because I don't fucking remember it.
Don't worry about it, because I'm going to post it in our descriptions.
Okay. What is it? Like,
it's Professionally Hot.
Yeah.
Podcast. Hold on. I will.
Is it professional? Like,
I'm going to give you the link.
Yeah.
1 second. My darling.
No.
Professionally Hot. It's
so fucking
MS. It's msha.ke/professionally hot. Bitch.
There we go. That's where you find us. Bitch.
Go follow us on there, and also our reel, from our first reel that we posted has 4,444 views on it. That's magic.
Are we famous? I think
we're famous. I want to be famous. Look, it's really us. On brand. Go watch our reels.
Jesus, I was like, why the fuck can I hear myself? That literally jump scare myself.
Okay, well, we love you guys.
We love you so much, and we will catch you in the next episode where we bitch more.
Yeah, that one will be the bad.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, love you guys. Love you
guys. Okay, love you, Kenneth. Bye.